Hi everybody, good morning on this Monday morning, and we're back again for another story time. And today's story I picked because it is about growing some healthy food, vegetables to be exact. It's called Growing Vegetable Soup, written and illustrated, so that means words and pictures, by Lois Ehlert. Yes. So the reason I picked this book today is because it is so important to keep eating healthy at home. Even though we're not at daycare anymore and maybe there's more snacks around that are sweet. I know at my house there's some snacks around that are sugary and sweet, and sometimes I just want to eat those and I don't even want to bother with, my vegetables or fruits. But it's important that we do, because they're very yummy as well, and they're very good for your body. They're good for your teeth. They're good for your bones and your muscles. If you want to grow up big and strong, you need to be eating those fruits and vegetables, and all that good stuff. So I know that those sweet snacks are really good, and they're fine sometimes. It's fine to have a cookie or something like that every now and again, but just make sure that you're trying your best to eat your breakfast, your lunch, your supper, what your parents give you, or your nanny, or whoever is cooking for you, and that when you have snacks, maybe you try to have a snack that's healthy too, like carrots are a good healthy snack, and lots of fruits are very sweet too, like grapes or strawberries, bananas, oranges. They can be nice and sweet too. So anyway, here is our book about growing vegetable soup. Growing vegetable soup. Dad says we are going to grow vegetable soup. Huh, how do you grow a soup? I wonder. Let's find out. We are ready to work, and our tools are ready too. So there's a rake, a shovel, and a hoe. So those are all tools you need to garden. Are they going to plant some vegetable soup and grow it? I wonder how that would work. We are planting the seeds. So the seeds are going in the hole. We have the green bean seed, the pea seed, the corn seed, the zucchini seed, and the carrot seeds. Oh, so they're going to grow all the vegetables to put in the soup. They're not just going to grow a pot of soup. That makes more sense. And all the sprouts. So some plants are hard to grow from a seed, but you might be able to buy a small version of the plants to grow. So we have some tomato sprouts, some potato eyes. So those are pieces of potato that can grow. Broccoli sprout. And over here we have set onions, so little onions that can grow big. Pepper and cabbage. And we give them water. So there we have the watering can watering all our plants. Our corn, our broccoli, our onion, our peas, our zucchini, pepper, cabbage, carrot, green bean, potato, tomato. Wow, lots growing. And waiting for warm sun to make them grow. Oh, now the little plants are starting to get bigger. So some of them that were only seeds before, we can see now. So there's the zucchini starting, the potato, the carrot, the corn, the pea, the onion, the green bean, the broccoli, the cabbage, the pepper, and the tomato. Oh, and a weed. A weed is a plant that we don't need, that can take up space away from the plants we are trying to grow. So usually we will try to pull the weeds out because they're not in the right place. If you remember, if you were with us last summer at daycare, you might remember going out and planting sunflowers, and we had to pull up the weeds and water them. So you might know some of this stuff already. And they grow some more. And there's the bigger potato, the bigger zucchini, the onion, the pea, the carrot, the corn. The weed is even growing. Uh-oh, nobody pulled it yet. The green bean, the tomato. Oh, look. And there's little tomatoes starting to form, and pepper, little baby peppers. And we have our cabbage and our broccoli. And then they grow into bigger plants. So we see our peas are starting to wrap all around. They grow vines, and they hold on to sticks and rope. And oh, look at that. Some pea pods. And the zucchini squash is growing. So the squash, it starts with a flower, and then that flower will turn into a zucchini. And there's the bud of the flower. So it starts as a bud, turns into a flower, and then a zucchini. We watch them over and we weed. So now they're pulling out the weeds to make sure the plants have enough space to grow. So we see the broccoli getting tall like it's supposed to. And we see the green beans coming in. Until the vegetables are ready for us to pick. Hey look, now the tomatoes are big and red, just like tomatoes at the store. They're ready to pick. And there's a nice green pepper and a corn cob, all ready to be picked. Or dig up. So some vegetables grow under the ground, like a carrot. You have to dig it up. And potatoes as well. It's hard to see because they're quite dark, but you have to dig those potatoes out of the ground. And carry them home. Then we wash them. That's right, there's the cabbage and the onions. You need to wash those vegetables because they have been outside. Just like how we wash our hands before we eat, or if we get dirty, we clean our clothes. Our vegetables are dirty too from being in the garden. So they need to be washed before we eat. And we cut them all and put them into a pot of water. So we have a nice big pot and all our cut up vegetables. Can you see them all? I'll name them for you. If you want to name them yourself, you can pause. But if you don't, I will name them for you. Zucchini, onion, corn, carrot, broccoli, green beans, cabbage, pepper, peas, and tomatoes. And then we cook them all up into vegetable soup. So all those vegetables we grow now are going into soup. Oh, and now they're all cooked up nice. At last, it's time to eat it all up. It was the best soup ever. I bet it was, because fresh vegetables from the garden, they taste the best. Don't you remember when we grew peas and beans and we got to pick them and eat them with our lunch? They were the best. And we can grow it all again next year. That's right. Yes, we've grown our own food before at daycare too. And when we come back, we can start doing it again. I'm actually growing my own vegetable soup right now. Would you like to see? I'll show you. These are my pea plants and bean plants that I've been growing. Look at that. And over there, I have some tomatoes and cucumbers by the window to get lots of sun. Maybe when we come back to daycare, I can bring some of these plants in and we can put them in our daycare garden. And maybe we can even grow our own from seeds. That's a really fun way to eat healthy food, is when you grow it yourself. It is the best. So I hope that you're all at home eating as healthy as you can right now, trying your best to try all your vegetables, trying to eat the meals that are made for you, and maybe enjoying some sugary snacks here and there, but not all the time, because you want to have those delicious vegetables. All right. Well, that's all for me today. I will see you on Wednesday, okay? So next story will be on Wednesday. Bye!